the Man of Steel fan gives home. Gives hope. That shows you how tired I am. Man of Steel fan gives hope. Facebook page on YouTube. It's 7:10 in the morning. He's about ready to go into work. So, what's been happening in the news recently? Well, all those sort of fake rumours and stories of whatnot have all been debunked. By who? By the cast of Justice League and Jeff Johns, all stepping up to the plate to defend the film and defend Zack Snyder. You can find on the page as well some of the quotes that have been said. Basically, all the league has basically said this is Zack Snyder's film. This was, it was Joss Whedon had very little to do with that. When the directors came on board, it was Zack's vision, and that the director wanted to follow Zack Snyder's vision and the ideas brought forward by Zack Snyder for the reshoots, and they even came forward and explained the difference between reshoots and basically doing the whole film again or whatever. It was basically saying what we all knew anyway. And Ben Affleck came forward and he gave his synopsis of the Justice League and how Zack Snyder sat down and said to him, and laid out the plans and what he wanted to do, and they knew it was going to be hard. Zack Snyder got a sense that he was trying to push the directors push the film studios as to see his story for what it is, and it was going to be dark. But then you get the payoff, because it was thanks to Batman and his team that and due to Superman's sacrifice, that they'll be pushing towards the light and the dawn and a brighter thing. But you had to go to this dark place first, and for me, that alone sets out something like a benchmark in movie history, that you'll have a trilogy that took risks like this one did. I mean, granted, Man of Steel probably when it was done, probably didn't think of getting to this stage, and getting to Batman v Superman or getting to Justice League. But once they did Superman and set the tone of how he was feeling, then the story flowed from that. So for me, it was always inevitable that they were going to go down this route because of the success of Man of Steel. And Man of Steel and Batman v Superman is slowly becoming a cult classic. It's becoming one of the greats. It's still one of these films that's talked about just now, years after its release, because people will suddenly start to discover it. Ben Affleck also goes on and mentions, the difference, that he was glad that it wasn't following the Marvel formula, where it was happy and settled in a sort of popcorn sort of movie, and that these films were dark and meaningful, with all the different sort of homages to other films or other great stories in the background, and it's thinking, so it's not a popcorn film. And I think that's to break the mould of that and to get people to realise that this isn't one of these popcorn superhero movies. And for those people that hate it because it's different, then you're just, for me, you're missing out. You know, I mean, I don't honestly get haters. I was on the phone to somebody that was mentioning something about Gotham, the TV show, and which I totally love. We never got, third season never came out over in the UK, but it's came out in the DVD, so I bought that and I can't wait to see it. And they just leave comments and or I don't watch it, I've never watched an episode, or I've this and that, and I get a conversation. Why leave a comment? You're meant to be a DC fan, so because you don't like it, you need to make sure or try to convince other people not to like it either. You can't just sit back and let people enjoy it. And to me, that's just been an a-hole. And when you try to confront these people and call them, well, you're a hater. Now, a hater is, no matter what way you look at it, if you hate something, then you're a hater. Not just somebody that's got a different opinion. You know, and it's just, I might not like something, but I don't go on every day and leave nasty comments. Although I have been guilty once or twice about Star Wars Force Awakens. But I don't then join the Star Wars fan club and start putting it down. If I join a fan club, then I'm respected for those people that are in there that love it. You know, I do not want to be a hater. This world is dark enough. And my thoughts and prayers go out for those people in Las Vegas. And please, America, get some gun control. Why not just get rid of your guns? Anyway, that's political. Put that to the side. So, and then Jeff Johns has came out and teased, then knocked back all those rumours about, the DC universe is not connected, and he says he is. And again, he's trying to explain what other great YouTubers like Film Gob or Film Junkie has been saying, and any person that has a wee bit of common sense upstairs, or people that have read comic books, they will realise it's Elseworld, and they want to take these characters, follow the same timeline, maybe do Elseworld books, but when they're doing something like an Aquaman movie, they don't want to include the rest of the universe on it. Yeah, it's probably shared, and yes, and Wonder Woman, you had a wee letter from Batman and stuff like that, but they want to really concentrate on the character, that character, and not worry about continuity. There we go, I said that word okay then. First thing in the morning I said continuity. Oh, see, slipping up on it. So Jeff Johns came out and said, that basically explained, 100% it's all a part of DCU. And speaking of which, then we come to the topic recently about, somebody made up the line, this isn't DCEU, and this came from, Warner Brothers has not officially said that. No, they might not have officially said that, but at the Comic-Cons and any sort of announcement, they've had big posters of all the Justice League and all the DC characters all on a big billboard and already. So, do they really need to officially call it that? I don't know, but I'm going to call it that, and so should you. So who cares what anybody else says? It's DC. It's in that universe, so it's DC universe. Doesn't matter if it's connected or not. It's a DC universe movie. It's got DC characters in it. So anyway, so just again, I don't know why these actors or directors feel like they need to respond. Guys, you don't need to respond, okay? There's a lot of people out there like myself and like you that are sick and tired of having to argue against all these haters and all these websites and supposed to be comic book love websites like Collider and stuff that jump on the bandwagon, that like to give their own input. We know the score. We intelligent fans know to call it a DCEU because we want to call it a DCEU. If somebody doesn't like it, just get rid of them, right? Haters or whatever, get rid of them. We understand your vision, Zack Snyder. The actors understand your vision. You know, and people at Warner Brothers understands, and that's why they took these risks. And that's why Zack Snyder's got directed, because he's done most of the work, and there's no sort of hidden secrecy that maybe John Campea might like you to believe, that people working against Zack Snyder or people at the film studios or something like that. It's all hype, it's all nonsense. Right? And I'll be the first one to go and chew my hat if Warner Brothers turns around and starts saying anything relatable to any of this bullkish that's out there. Well, let us know what you think about the goings-ons of any news that's hitting. But I think it was fantastic that the actors all came forward, backed Zack Snyder's vision. Ben Affleck backed not only Zack Snyder's vision, but explained why they took a risk to make these dark movies, to get the Dawn of Justice. He even called Marvel the sort of popcorn movie. They were taking risks with the film. Jeff Johns comes out and said, no, it's 100% connected, even though it might not follow the way Marvel does it. Stop talking rubbish. No wonder some of them have actually came on and says, you know, they've not been on Twitter or Facebook, and they can't believe the rubbish that's getting done. You can't believe it. So, you guys don't believe it. And stay positive out there. Thank you.